Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to kind of do a project along with learning a new stitch. I am going to be using my favorite ball of yarn from Miss Gini that she sent me in the mail. This is the teal turquoise blue ball of yarn that she sent me. And again, her site is simply Incognito, and I will leave the link down below in the screen below. This is one of my favorite spools that I have received from her, and I am going to do a new stitch along with doing a pattern. Now this is going to of course be for me because her yarn is so beautiful that when I work the projects that I do with these are going to be for me or my family. And as you see, the beautiful colors that she has in there is absolutely my favorite. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing is working a puff cluster trellis stitch, and I'm going to be working that into a not so much a thin scarf, but it's going to be a scarf that I will be wearing for like kind of decoration purposes, not so much for warmth, but just to give like a plain colored say black shirt that I would be wearing, and then I would wrap this around my neck, and it would give it a really beautiful touch to, you know, whatever look you're trying to achieve for whatever you're trying to do. So this is going to be for me. Okay, and this color is called Singing the Blues. She has 150 yards on here, and it is part alpaca yarn, and so this is a really nice color, and she does a beautiful job. So you guys really need to check out her yarns. She does sell these. She hand kettle dyes these. She spins them. She does it from start to finish, so she does an excellent job. But I have elaborated on that in another video, another 2 videos. This will be the 3rd video. So just check out her site and her yarns, and I think you'd be extremely happy with purchasing her types of yarns. They're really worth the money. So we are going to get started, and we are going to learn how to do the puff cluster trellis stitch along with a scarf in the same stitch. Okay guys, what I've done, this is the length that I want my scarf to be. And the first stitch of course is going to come all the way to the first, or not the first, but the 5th chain. So you're going to lose a little bit of your length there, or not so much your length but your width. And what it is multiples of 6 plus 2 for your base chain. So I have ended mine in 26 stitches. So that's going to be about the amount that I'm going to be going with. Okay, and of course I am using a 5mm hook that has my name on it. And yes, actually I didn't make this one. My husband Chris made it for me. So this is actually the only hook that I have for myself that I've actually had made. But he put a little heart on it. Has my name on it. And if you guys are interested in any of clay handled crochet hooks, and I form everything by hand myself, so you can go to my Facebook at Stitchinstacy's Crochet, and you will find all the hooks that I have done up to this point. They will have the price and they will have the size, and if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to comment below that message. So let's get started with the puff cluster trellis stitch. Once you have the amount of stitches that you want, or chains, you're going to do a single crochet in the 5th from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright? So you're going to go in there in your 5th stitch, and you're going to do a single crochet. Then you're going to chain 3. Okay? And then what you're going to do is skip 2. So 1, 2, and then you're going to do a single crochet in that next one. So right now you're making your foundation row. So you're going to chain 3 again, miss the next 2, so 1, 2, and do a single crochet in that 3rd. And I wanted a more open stitch, like a more of a lattice type stitch for my scarf. I didn't want it to be really closed, so that's why I chose this. Okay, so chain 3, and you're going to skip 2 and single crochet in the third. Chain 3, skip 2 and single crochet in the third. And no matter how lengthy that you're making your project, this is the pattern that you're going to establish all the way to the end of the beginning row. Okay, so it's chain 3, skip 2, and then single crochet in that third. Okay, you'll do that all the way to the end. So chain 3 for this last one, skip 2, and that should put you at the end for that single crochet to end that row. Okay, so as you see, I lost a little bit of length because once you go and start in the 5th chain from the hook, you're going to lose 4 chains. And that's fine because that took it down perfectly for my size. So row 2, get that out of my way, let's chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and you're going to turn. You're going to do a single crochet into this first arch. Okay, so that's your first arch. Now in the next one, you're going to do 3 chains, so 1, 2, 3, and you're going to do your puff, which is basically going to be half double crochet 3 together. So you're going to yarn over and go into that next arch, grab your yarn, pull through and hold, yarn over, go in the same space, grab your yarn, pull up and hold, and do that one more time. Okay, so you should, including the beginning one, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to yarn over and make sure these are loose. You see how much space that I have in there? Because if you don't, if they get too tight, you're going to have just a little tiny squished up ball for a stitch, and I don't like that look. So now you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through every one of them, and that's going to be your puff cluster. Okay, so then now after you've done that, you want to chain 3. Then you're going to single crochet in this next chain arch. Okay, so there's your repetitive pattern here. So you're going to chain 3 at this point. Whoops. Now we're going to go into the next one, and you're going to work your puff cluster. So you're going to yarn over, go in there, pull up, yarn over, go in the space, grab your yarn, pull up, and do that one more time. So you'll do that a total of 3 times. Make sure that your stitches are even. Then you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through all of those and chain up 3. Okay, next space here, you're going to do a single crochet, then chain 3. Okay, you have your next arch, so let's do our puff cluster. Okay, then yarn over and pull through all of those hoops on that hook. Okay, chain 3, and that also helps to close up the top of that puff cluster. You're going to single crochet, and then in that last one, you're just going to, well, let's do our chain 3, and in that last one, you're going to put your last puff stitch there, and there is one there. You just need to look for it. It gets a little bit tighter at the end. Okay, then yarn over and pull through all of those. So now you see you have your puffs in between. Okay, so now for row 3, you want to chain 3 and turn. Now you're going to single crochet into each chain 3 arch. So that's simple. You're just establishing your baseline again. So let's chain or a single crochet there, and then you're going to do your chain 3 again. Jump over to your next arch and do a single crochet, chain 3, jump over, single crochet, chain 3, get my yarn unwound here, jump over to the next chain 3, do a single crochet, and then chain 3. So you'll just do that to the end. And this yarn is so beautiful. It changes size throughout the roll too, and I really like that. So, and Miss Jenny, she also adheres to your specifications. If you want in skeins, she'll do in skeins. If you want in balls, she'll do them in balls. Okay, so that's the end of your third row. Now your fourth row, you're going to chain 3. And then we're going to turn. Now you're going to half double crochet 3 together in the next chain 3 space, which is here. So we're going to do our half double crochet 3 together. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through all of those. And all you're doing is building layers here. You're going to chain 3. Okay, and then in the next chain 3 you want to do a single crochet. Okay, then chain 3, and then you're going to jump over to the next one and you're going to do your next puff cluster. So 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through all of those. Okay, and do your chain 3. 1, 2, 3. The next one gets a single crochet in that next gap or that next chain 3 space. Chain 3 and do our next cluster. Okay, that's 3. Then yarn over, pull through all of these. Chain 3. That locks that puff cluster in for you. The next chain 3 gets a single crochet. Chain 3. The next one, do your puff cluster, yarn over, pull through all of those, chain 3, and in that last one you're going to do a single crochet, and make sure you get it in the hole there, or and not the stitch. So you want to go all the way to the end to do that single crochet. Okay, now what you're going to do is row 5 is going to be as row 3, so you're just going to make another foundation chain row. So you're going to chain 3 and turn. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to do a single crochet in the first chain 3 arch, which is here. Chain 3, jump over to the next arch and do another single crochet, chain 3. Okay, so basically that's it for this pattern slash stitch. It's very textured, but I like it. So this was kind of a 2-in-1 type video. I wanted to do a pattern plus a stitch, and actually the third scenario here is I wanted to use Miss Jenny's beautiful teal yarn here that she made for me. So I accomplished that. I got all 3 tasks in one. Yay! Yay me. So this is what you're going to have all through your project, okay? You're going to have these puffs, and then you're just going to have some lattice work done in here. So just do this repetitive stitch all the way through your pattern until you have it the length or the width that you want it. You can also change color if you want, as with pretty much any project. Make sure you do it at the ends of the rows, and make sure to keep your clusters loose. And that's pretty much it, guys, for the puff cluster trellis stitch. So I will complete this project, and once it's complete I will come back and I will do a video clip of it so you can see what the finished product is. Until then, happy hooking, everybody. Okay guys, what you're seeing is my completed scarf of the puff cluster trellis stitch, and it's just a stitch, and I just turned it into the basic beautiful little scarf pattern that you're looking at. And again, I used Miss Jenny Farnham's yarn, which is what I have left here. I have enough to maybe make me a flower or 2, just debating on what I choose to do with it. And then all I added was a couple tassels, 1 on each corner. I made them pretty thick. And mine measures about 55 inches. That's as long as what I wanted it. It's long enough to wrap around my neck twice, or to fold in half and do the same thing, like make a collar type scarf. So it's this stitch and project was just based on your preference, your color, your length, pretty much everything. It's just a do-it-yourself project, and I gave you the stitch, taught you the stitch, and taught you that this can go into a project of your choice. Okay, so again, this is my puff cluster trellis stitch scarf. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next video, happy hooking, everybody.